Today's session is session 3 in our Inbox Influence series. The email blueprints, very, I think pretty kind of killer program on how to write emails that, that influence, that sell, and build relationships. In our first session, the Black Belt Email Marketing talked a bunch about how to do long-term nurture. In our last session 2 weeks ago, we did the promo builder, how to write a promo email to fill a webinar or a live event. And in thinking about today's session, the email blueprints, I wanted to create something that was really, really simple, that you didn't even have to think. You could just kind of copy, paste, send. And so the email blueprints has changed from when I first imagined it a month or so ago, which was, let's have examples on how to do the 7 styles, your content twister styles, to here are 5 really simple cut and paste emails you can send today to get more leads, to get more inquiries, to get strategy sessions or triage calls, to stick those appointments, to reawaken a dead list. Just kind of 5, take you 3 minutes to tweak and hit go. So that's I'm super excited about today's session. There is, as usual, a worksheet or a kind of a series of worksheets, a handout for today's session. And I'm going to pop the link into here for you right now. If you could download it and just let me know that you got it okay, that will be super handy for me. So as soon as you've got that, just say, got it, and that'll let me know that we are good. Okay, people downloading now. I've just given you that in the chat link. You should have that now. Thanks, Seth. Michael's back on. Perfect. All right, so let's just jump in. Today's call is really straightforward. We're going to spend 10 or 15 minutes now on the email blueprints, then I'm just going to open up the mic and help you with whatever you need. Got it? So let's just get started. When it comes to these email blueprints, there's some significant problems that you face. It's really, it's pretty straightforward stuff. Usually the problem is I've got this great thing, webinar, event, program that I want to fill. I look at my diary, there's not enough sales appointments in there. You're kind of like, you're a good thing waiting to happen. And so you're kind of sitting there already, all dressed up, know where to go, but not enough sales. What comes next is really simple. You're not making enough sales, and frankly, you're just kind of sick of waiting for something to get better. So you want to make it get better, but you're just not sure what to send. I've got to send something. I've got to send some kind of promo, but don't know what that thing should be. And if you're like me, you wake up. If you're like me, I had a campaign a little while ago, and I realized I've been waiting for things to get better, and I hadn't been doing enough about it. In fact, frankly, I'd been more worrying about it than doing something about it. You realize, hey, dude, I'm sitting in the back seat here, and nothing good happens from the back seat. We've got to get you back up front. So we get this right. Here's what happens. 3 big things coming your way. Number 1, more leads. Number 2, more appointments. Number 3, more clients. So more leads, more appointments, more clients. And appointments for you could be triage calls and strategy sessions, or it could be webinars, or it could be live event attendees. Doesn't matter. More leads, more appointments, more clients is what we're after. So if you're being struggling because there's not enough sales, or whether your list is small, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just going to give you the tools, copy, paste, boom, and away we go. And like I said, our job is copy, paste, send. I'm going to do today's training a little differently. Normally I'd give you 3 key points. Frankly, there's not really points for this. There's just, let's look at the emails, figure out what each one does, and then you can kind of just write them and hit go. Cool? So I'm kind of looking forward to a modified version of our 10-minute tactic today. Less theory, more copy, paste, send. Here's our goal, is just to get you back in the driver's seat. So you're not sitting back waiting for things to get better or waiting for things to happen. You can just hit go and be in control. If you're good to go, if this is sounding good so far, just give me a good to go, and that'll be awesome. Yep, Lisa's saying good to go. Gabby's good to go. Perfect, everybody. Let's do this. So I just want to walk you through the 5 blueprints right now. 5 simple email blueprints. And if you've just joined us, you're going to need the link to download today's handout, which I've just given you again right now. And I'm just going to open them up here on my screen. So the first blueprint is the lead magnet offer. And so the question is kind of, when do I use this? Well, here's when you use this. You use this when you've got a list of people, either a cold list or a list of people that's gone really quiet, and you just want to waken them up again. So what we're going to do is we're going to send them a short email and offer them a piece of cool free thing. Right? It could be a checklist or a cheat sheet or a 1, 2, 3 page guide. Something short, high value, high value, minimum effort. And so the lead magnet offer, this is just a sample. So I've just written these kind of straight out of my swipe file on the left, and you can just kind of scratch out your version on the right-hand side. And if you just want to kind of copy, paste, and send exactly as it is, you're completely fine with me. I'd probably tweak it a bit, but that's okay. So this one's to Seth, let's pretend. Seth, I just wrote a quick 3-page guide on what to do if your marketing doesn't pull like you expected. It's called Help. I ran one of those direct response campaigns and didn't get any leads. It shows you the 4 places to check and see where you might have missed the mark, and it covers a couple of quick fixes to make sure your next piece is a winner. Would you like a copy? Let me know, and I'll shoot one over to you. Kaki. P.S. It's also got a short section on what to do if you get flooded with leads, but none of them are any good. Cool? So here's what I want to ask you right now. What did you notice about that email? What do you like about this email, and what questions do you have about this one? So we're just going to do a quick teach, check-in each time. What do you like about this email? Seth says there's no link. That's right. I've got a belief, Seth, that says that conversions happen in conversations. And so if I give somebody a link, they can click on it and they sit there passively. And if I want to take somebody to a sales page, that's perfect. But if I want people to be in dialogue with me or my VA, then having a 9-word email, or in this case, a 5-paragraph email that ends with a question, is perfect. Yeah, Darren, it's short, personal, expecting a reply. Exactly. It requires an action. It's conversational, non-threatening. It's low risk, says Grant. It sounds helpful and genuine. Yeah. It's like a hot potato. Exactly, Gabby. Cool. So here's a quick question for you. If my guide here is a lead magnet offer, 3-page guide about what to do if your marketing doesn't pull like you expected, what could your 1 or 2 or 3-page guide be about? So all you do is, what's a common frustration that your client base would often have happen? For me, it's I do some marketing and it doesn't work. I'm just going to give you 10 seconds right now. What's an idea that you have around the lead magnet offer? What's a common problem that your guys might struggle with? Just type in your thoughts. There's no right or wrongs. Just have a go. What you got? Perfect, Lisa. Getting over stage fright. I just wrote a quick 3-page guide on what to do on how to get over stage fright, put the nerves aside so you can perform on stage. Lisa, love that. Yeah, just wrote a short 3-page guide on how to get more clients, Gabby. How to be a more confident communicator, Jackie, love that. How to have more energy at the end of the day. Love that. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but in mine, I've actually got 2 different angles in this. I've got because there's 2 problems. One is my marketing didn't work, and the other part is it worked, but I got dud leads. And so you might have a part B as well if you want to. Yeah, Robert, I've just wrote a quick 3-page guide on what to do if you're unable to get buyers to call you back. Robert, perfect. Brent, I just wrote a short 3-page guide on how to structure your authority website. Love that. 5 uncommon words when you put together banish procrastination from your workday. Interesting, Seth. I just simplify that down and just put it in plain English like they say, Seth. So on what to do if you procrastinate at work, or how to banish procrastination from your workday. Yeah, Ed, what to do if your business can't handle the growth? Yeah, what to do if you feel like these are perfect. Lewis, I just wrote a short 3-page guide on exactly what to say to a beautiful woman when you first meet her. Lewis, bam. Right, so you get this. What we're going to do is we're going to copy, we're going to tweak, and we're going to send. Are you good to go so far? Can we move on to the next one? I'm going to take that as a yes. Thank you, everybody. Super helpful. Let's go to number 2, the problem getting email. So I use problem getting emails in 2 different situations. Firstly, if somebody asks for the free thing that we just did in email number 1, I'll use this email. And secondly, one of the things I really want to have happen is I want to get people's problems. In fact, let me just kind of draw out a quick framework for you. When it comes to short personal expecting a reply, and I know we're kind of breaking our normal framework here, but I think it'll be helpful. When it comes to short personal expecting a reply, really there's a few steps. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to get a reply. And when I get somebody to reply back for a free guide, what does that say? Well, it says A, they're alive, B, they're reading, C, now they're in conversation with me, and D, most importantly, clearly they've got the problem that I just offered a guide about. Otherwise, they wouldn't have asked for it, right? And so I've got a reply. My second step is to find out what their problem or their issue is. And so when somebody replies for your guide, you can use an email just like this. So sometimes I use it attached to a guide. Other times I'll just say, hey, thanks so much for coming by my site. By the way, I'm really curious. What's the biggest challenge you've got right now? And either way is totally fine. So problem getting email. Grant, thanks so much. Thanks for getting straight back to me about my free energy guide for you. You'll see it's only 3 pages long. It's only 3 pages, both short and useful. By the way, I'm curious. So obviously you'll attach the guide underneath, right? I'm curious, what's the biggest challenge you're having with your energy right now? I'd like to help you if I can. Your name. So, what do you notice about this email, gang? Talk to me. What do you notice about this email? John's just said, is there a handout for this webinar? Yeah, John. I've chatted it out to people. It sounds like you might have missed that, so I've just sent it back to everybody right now. I noticed this email's reply to the last email has a new subject line. Is there any reason for this? No, it could just be RE and the previous one. That's completely fine. Darren, good pick. Very conversational, really casual. Yeah, but what we're doing is we're taking people, if you think back here, we're taking people from having replied to giving us a problem. Yeah? Lisa, good call. That's why I love these emails. Like literally yesterday I had all these super long rants and Q&As and case studies, and I was like, these are good, but frankly, sometimes we just need something short. Lewis, yeah, this is the same 3-page guide as the lead magnet from your website. Totally, could well be. Gabby, it's a conversation. Do you attach it to or link to it? Mate, I'd attach it. Because my job is, I don't want people to have to like click and, as soon as they click, they're off to some other site and they're not going to reply to my email. So my job in this case is to get people to reply. It engages with you. It shows them that you care. Curious about your sign-off. Why do you only use your first name? Neil, I don't really have a reason for that, other than I want to build a relationship with people. If in your market having first name, last name is cool, that's completely cool. Usually I just go Taki. And then, just like a signature. If you want to do Neil, and then underneath that, Neil Osborne, job title, business, contact details, completely cool. Is this manual, or would you set this up as an auto response? What I would do, James, is I would have this as something that goes out from your VA manually. I know this is random, and people will say, well, crap, now I'm going to spend all my time emailing. No, you might spend 10 minutes a day, or someone in your team spending 10 minutes a day, but you're talking to prospects, which is the most important thing in your business, right? Here we are. In the email, where would you put the link? I wouldn't, Grant. I would just attach the guide. Cool? I just attach it. Okay, let's have a look at email 3. Oh, by the way, could you use an email like that? Just give me a quick yes or a no, or any questions you've got. Could you use an email like that? This is a super interactive webinar. You need to type in the box. Yeah, you. Can you use an email like that? Lots of people said yes, absolutely. Seth says you can automate responses in Help Scout for this type of situation. Yeah. So what you can do is whenever we run a campaign like this, I write the email, I write the replies, I give them to Quincy. She just monitors that inbox and replies to people and books them in for workshops, etc. Cool. This is a really simple one, the 9-word email made famous by my friend Dean Jackson. Again, it's just this designed to get people to give you a problem, to reply and give you a problem. So there's 2 versions here. There's the "Are you still looking for?" which is a classic. You know, are you still looking for? And then insert the thing that people come to you for. Are you still looking for more clients? Are you still looking to get booked as a speaker? Are you still looking to overcome procrastination? You know, are you still looking for a new website? Right? I'm just looking down the list. There's a kind of a few of your, right? It's really straightforward. Are you still looking for whatever they opted in for? So this is something you do, you know, every couple of months. You could do an "Are you still," maybe every 90 days, an "Are you still looking for" campaign. And if you want to set up that as an autoresponder, just have it, you know, plus 90 days, send that, and people will reply. Louis says, this is freaking beautiful. Yeah, like there's not much thinking involved, right? Do you have a template for the guide? Ed, I don't, but just use your checklist for now. Actually, you know what? I might have something from years and years ago. So, Ed, can I ask you to be responsible? Can you, actually, you know what? I'll just make a little to-do here. We want a guide or free report template. I've got an article which is like shows you the steps to write one. I don't have like I don't think I've got a template for it, but we can check. Perfect. All right. So we've got an "Are you still looking for?" So let's just do a quick check-in on that. What would your last, like mine says, "Are you still looking for more clients?" What would yours be? Are you still looking for what? What would you say? Are you still looking for? I used a template that Jamie had and it worked great. Lisa, fantastic. Thank you. Template, how will I get it to you, Brett? Relax, bro. We will get it up online and it'll be under this video. Cool? Yeah, are you still looking for help to grow your business? Perfect. Are you still looking to be more in control of your business? Still looking for making a personal change that sticks? Still looking to be more confident in your communications? Still looking to meet the woman of your dreams? Luis, you know what? Sometimes, so you're completely right. You follow the example perfectly, and a couple of us have done this too, where we say stuff that maybe we wouldn't say to a friend. So, Luis, would you say to one of your friends, "Are you still looking to meet the woman of your dreams?" Or would you you might just tone it down a bit and say, "Are you still single?" Question mark. Right? Or are you still looking for a girlfriend? I'd maybe just kind of tone it down a little bit. Are you still looking for better customers that harvest more profits? Yeah, so I think a bunch of us are making this slight error where we're jumping a little bit ahead and we're being a bit salesy. So let's just tone it back. What's the thing that they want? Are you still looking for clients? Are you still looking for a trainer? Paula. If they're looking for a trainer, yeah. Are you still trying to master your pitch? Yeah. Or are you still trying to get your pitch together? Yep. Or are you still trying to get you're still trying to master a pitch that's persuasive but sounds natural? Question mark. Yeah, Robert. Perfect. Are you still looking to leverage your time? Bill, that could be it. So long as people are really clear. Like if Bill, somebody comes to your website, what's the one thing I just wish I could? Do they say leverage your time, or is that the answer that we, the experts, say? We've just got to make sure that we put it in their words, not ours. Yeah, you're still looking to get more time in your week. Grant, it might just be, are you still really busy? Yeah, are you still, it's still really busy? Or do you still have too much to do each week? You know, sometimes we can just flip it to the problem, right? Yeah, perfect. Customers that stick around, exactly. All right, so then option B is an A-B split. This is something I used a while ago when we had a program that was just get more clients, and then Black Belt, which is get more clients in a leveraged way. And so I just wanted to be able to funnel people the right way. And so we said, are you looking to get more one-on-one coaching clients, or would you prefer to build something more leveraged? So it's an A or a B. If you have a solution that helps two different kinds of people, do me a favor and just kind of click the hand up button on GoToWebinar. So a few of us do. Chris does, Grant does, Jackie does, Paula, Robert, Michael, perfect. So a bunch of us do, not everybody, but a bunch of us do. So if you do, then Are you looking for this, or is it more of that? Okay, that's what we're going to do right there. Strategy session offer. By the way, this one is long. Yeah, this one is long. It's killer, and I'm going to break it down for you. But let me just highlight the key sections. By the way, you don't have to write yours as long as this, but if we want somebody to book in for a one-on-one session with you, I think we're probably going to need, it's going to need a little bit more selling. So you notice this one feels different to the others. It's more a pitch, right? Hey, first time, I can already tell that this email is going to be a little longer than I normally write. I want to get this off my chest. This is basically also just giving me, it's making it okay for me to write in a different style to my normal style. So this opening bit is just segue. You know, I just read through all the questions and comments from the GoToWebinar report. This is after a webinar. So if you've just done a webinar and people didn't book in for a one-on-one session, this is the email you could send them. Shocked at what I've been reading. So we've got warm-up paragraphs, right? Then we go, this is connection copy, where we hit people with the problems which are going on. I mean, have a look at this. So many coaches struggling to get in front of good quality prospects, trying to fill empty workshops, only seeing one prospect a month instead of 5 a week, knowing that something needs to change but not knowing how to turn it around. I'm just connecting with problem after problem after problem after problem. Feeling like a fraud because you're supposed to be the one who makes businesses successful, but you're not making enough money yourself. Stuck below break even, broke, and getting broker every day. What's going on? Okay? On the webinar, I showed you some marketing pieces that you could model to get started, but there wasn't enough time to outline my XYZ fast track plan. By the way, this was before triage calls. I had like a 20-25 minute call, right? There's only so much you can do in 60 minutes. So I want to do something practical to help. I'm going to give a handful of coaches my 25-minute fast track to more client strategy session, one-on-one. Let's see how much of a difference I can make in the limited time I've got. If you get in, you'll get bullets. So we've basically gone introduction copy, hitting the problems. It doesn't have to be that way. Reason why I'm doing this. I covered lots of great stuff, but I couldn't give you the cool plan. I want to do something to help. So I'm going to give you this session. So here's where we introduce the session, and we bullet the 5 benefits of what they're going to get. It'll be short. Now, scarcity. Reason why to act right now. There's only a handful of slots available because of the time difference, maybe 6 or 7 all up. It's not a fake scarcity tactic. My assistant Ashley's picked some available windows while I'm traveling on my way to the airport, blah, blah, blah. We'll need to keep to time. I can't help everyone, but I will help a handful of coaches, da, 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 da. If you know there's another level, you're sick of playing small, click here, and that's to your time, strategy, your acuity, or your schedule once. P.S. I promise my next email won't be so frenzied. Remember, the goal of every email is to get people, A, to respond, but also to be more likely to read the next one. So, what did you notice about this email here? What are kind of some of the key things that you've just seen? How do you segue that post-webinar email to be the natural next step after the first 2 short personal inspection reply? Seth, these aren't all linear. This is, let's say you've promoted the webinar and we want to get people into a one-on-one session. Seth, if you're asking, how could I offer a triage, like a triage call, naturally in a short personal inspection reply? I'd love to get to that. We'll do it in the Q&A in about 10 minutes. Is that cool? Super happy to, and can show you exactly what to do. Okay? You're doing them a favor, and I'm passionate about their progress. Yes, Lisa, I totally am. What else do you notice about this email? Problem, promise, process. Yes. Lots of influence copy, connecting with their pain, reason why, call to action, time limited. Yeah. What else? Flows with engaging with pain and promising to help. Yep. It has a reason why. Yes, it totally does. I was on the webinar. Can't believe how many people are doing it tough. I want to help. Right. It's got a reason for the time limits, time differences, etc., etc. This is for a webinar with people, overseas on the other side of the world. So if you break this into sections, I just want you to make some notes. So there's intro paragraph, connection copy where we connect with the pain. We've got a segue where we introduce the thing we're going to give people. Here's what you'll get out of it. Then urgency, scarcity, and a call to action. Okay? Number 5. This is the email that I used to send after somebody booked in for a triage call. Seth, you're not being high maintenance. You're asking killer questions, and I'm going to answer them all in the Q&A. Guarantee it. I've got some stuff for you. It's going to be fun. This is what. So after I do a triage call, I'd book people in for a strategy session, and I'd send this little follow-up. I don't do it now, but if you wanted to, this is a good. If you're having any trouble with positioning the value of the strategy session or making sure the appointments stick, this is a really great email for that. So it's called the stick email, and the subject line is this right. So it's, hi Seth, great talking to you this afternoon. From what you told me, it sounds like your biggest challenges are, and then you're just going to do 3 problem impacts, just like we did in the triage call itself, right? So the problem number 1, sales, tell me your biggest challenges are, so sales have been stagnant for over a year, and you're frustrated because nothing you've tried to improve the profit has worked so far. Problem number 2, you've been surviving on a mix of past clients calling you back and some passive word of mouth, but your marketing efforts have been inconsistent and you know you're not in the driver's seat on this stuff. Problem number 3, so the problem, impact. You want to grow from 500 to 650 grand by next year, but you're not sure how to get there. Is that correct? Let me know if I've missed anything or misunderstood in any way. With your permission, these 3 issues are what I want us to focus on when we meet next Tuesday at 10:15. See you then, Bob Jones. So what did you notice about this email? What did you notice about this email? How does it position the call or the next appointment, whether it's face-to-face? I used to use this when it was face-to-face. It's really specific, Michael. Yeah, perfect. How does it position the call, the appointment you're about to have? It's all about who. Notice it doesn't say anything about how great you are, right? It's you've got this problem and it's hurting you like that. You've got this other problem and it's hurting you here. You've got this third problem as well. And when we get together, we're going to talk about you and fixing these 3 big problems you've got. Short, it's about them and it's about what they want. Rich, exactly. It's totally going to be useful for them. You're in control because you've made it all about his problems. Exactly. The more you make it about them, the more control you've got. I'm re-anchoring their challenges, frustrations, it's all about them. Yeah, totally. Cool. So what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to give you 3 pieces of homework, a 3-step game plan. It's really straightforward. Today we've been talking about how to reawaken a dead lead. We've been talking about how to get somebody's problems, how to offer a sales appointment, how to follow up a sales appointment, etc. So there's 3 pieces of homework. Number 1, decide which one of these 5 emails you're going to send this week. Right? Decide which one. Number 2, and by the way, as I was reading through my notes this morning, I decided to send 2 of these today, this morning. So they're going out in about half an hour's time. Right? So step 1, decide which of these 5 emails you can use right away. Step 2, tweak it for your situation. Step 3, hit send. Let me know in the Facebook group what kind of replies you get. You good? Number 1, choose one. Number 2, tweak it. Number 3, send it and let me know your progress. You good with that? Seth just says, I already sent the first one out just now. Perfect. All right. So let's do this. Seth's already put in a couple of good questions, which I want to get to. Seth, I'm going to ask you if you could kind of copy-paste them again with a capital Q at the front for question. That'd be great. What would you like to know more about in terms of email marketing and sending these little swipe emails? Please, just going to give you 30 seconds right now to capture down any loose ends, any open loops, any questions you have or comments, points of clarification about this. Because here's what happens. When you can take an email that's been proven to work, that's short, it's personal and expects a reply, and hit send and get things back, it just fills you with a tremendous amount of confidence. And all of a sudden, instead of kind of sitting there waiting for something to get better and frustrated because it's not happening, you don't have enough appointments and sales, you can just kind of push the plunger and boom, have a reply. Rich, yeah, man, I can totally paste the link again because you had some dramas. Pasted that out to everybody. Can I please have the emails in a file? Gabby, yeah, I've just put the link into the chat. You should be able to download that right now. No, Darren, you should totally do that. Let's get into some of the questions. So actually, you know what? We should stick to the plan. I'm getting all excited here.